Welcome everyone to VR Jungle Havoc podcast. This one will be a short one, and sorry for the 15-minute delay as well. I had a little hiccup on my end of things that are moving around and making sure that this update goes smoothly that you're about to find out about. Kuss is in, I don't even think you're in America, right, Kuss?
No, I'm in America. I'm in Florida.
You're in Florida. Okay, so he did not leave the States. For some reason, I thought you were going to like the Bahamas or something.
That'd be nice too, but I mean, Florida's just as good. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we are doing a shorter than usual one. This one is more for our team more than anything, but we also want to bring this to the podcast as well because just as our team, we also have a family that we are building here for VR Jungle, the VR Jungle fans, other people as well that also love esports and VR news. So we are doing a 30 little spiel about Havoc and the change and even the history. So I'm surprised more people aren't watching. I know, right? That's
Push it out, push it out. If you got friends, push it out.
I know. More people need to understand the big change that we just made here. But so morning, how you doing, Husky? So I have a video that will kind of advertise the change that we have made, and then after this podcast, Kuss gets to go back to having fun in Florida. I get to.
Damn right. Burning.
He's burning. He got a sunburn. Once we get to the bigger screen, you'll be able to see it a little better. But before we get going on, I want to talk about our affiliates here. We have ProTube, our number one people that we use for gun stocks, especially for a game coming up called Breachers that I will be using my gun stock for. We have W Energy for long, extensive play hours. You know, sometimes VR you're standing, some people sit, but I play.
Or just vitamin intake.
Yeah, just vitamin intake as well. I take it on my drive homes and sometimes to my drive work for like a coffee replacement. So W can also be just used to keep you awake. And then we have Ruck Up. That's where we get our decals from and our pro straps as well. She's been trying to get him on to the podcast. I told him, give me a Monday. So we might be next Monday. It might be the Monday after that. But we'll get him on. And then we have VR cover. Throw out your old covers that come with your Oculus. Those things are disgusting. They're foam, and they're not like VR cover that has a leather that is called PU leather that actually helps with hygiene and makes you not break out with acne. I know that when I was using my Oculus foam thing, a lot of bacteria was making me break out, so I went to more of a leather style. All right, so
as a sweaty human, yes.
Yeah, please. I'm very sweaty. Bonjour. Villadet.
Buongiorno.
All right, so let's get into the big news. I'm not showing the video yet. I will get into it in a second. The thing that I do want to talk about is Havoc. Obviously, there has been big changes already this year. And then one of the changes is Kuss is not only my co-host for VR Jungle, but is also, as of, a month now, 2 months now, is a co-owner of VR Esports Havoc. And so I told him about some of the big changes that I wanted to make this year, and he said, let's go ahead and let's try and make these changes happen, new team, stuff like that.
Of course.
So with Havoc, if people don't know, we have been around since 2020. December 18th, 2020 was the birth of Havoc with our very first logo. I found a logo through an app long time ago. It was an app that I paid for to use some of my logos. So the logos were free. Other people could use the logos. But, that's the cost of an app, is that the logos that you get, not only can you use them for buying, selling, stuff like that, because I own the app as well. It's through a subscription base. And then I had the logo pushed through to an old co-owner called FatalX Air, and he still sometimes hops in and out of our Discord. A really good person. He originally designed or helped me with my idea of what Havoc logo would be. Well, the whole story and the reason why we're doing this podcast and this update is that with Havoc's logo, as iconic as it has become, but we are getting bigger, and as an esports team gets bigger, We have to be careful with legality of things and how we do things. So Kuss and I have been in discussion with
Yes, discussion.
discussion to what can we do to make sure that we as people are protected, and we also protect you as well, and Havoc has a long healthy life. So that was, a lot of people would probably guessed that I've been giving hints to in our team chat, that yes, we do have a new logo, and not only is this logo new, but the people that we had make it for us, I said, hey, this is the logo. I don't want to lose brand recognition, but we need to make it ours. So they did a good job. I'm really excited to show you. I'm really excited for you all to see the jerseys coming up and things like that. But we own this one. This is our logo. So there's no one that can use it, and that's the cool thing. It is solely owned by VR Esports Havoc. So here we go. Here's the video.
Enjoy.
There it is. And a lot of people are like, what's the difference? But trust me, there is a massive difference in this logo. So we really emphasized the flames going into it. We made sure that we noticed that on some of the jerseys that the smoke was not really the greatest looking on here. This is a more crisp, full body image of Havoc the way that we wanted it. And the cool thing is that this is new, but we weren't losing what we have created for brand recognition. That was the biggest thing, is to keep that brand recognition so people still know we're Havoc. But I feel like this logo, since it is ours, we can actually make this thing into a more foolproof thing.
And it's absolutely beautiful. I love the new logo. Compared to the old one, I think it looks a lot more fleshed out, I would say.
Yep, and the image that you see here, I have made into a GIF. Like I said, I have a lot of updates after this, but this will be the new GIF image that you'll be seeing on the Discord. For when you click on it, you'll be seeing this constantly replaying when you see the image over to the side right there. I might actually be able to show the new jerseys on here, but let's go ahead and switch over. Let me hide this and go over to the website. I might be able to actually show the everything. New logo. Let's block this out.
Hit us up in the chat. Tell us what you think. Tell us if you think it's awesome.
About it.
We put a lot of thought into making sure this was not even good for just us, for you guys too. We wanted you to enjoy it.
Oh man, now it's not showing up. So give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and just delete this out of the way. See if I can't get this to show up. But yeah, think us what we think. What you tell us what you think while I get this to work. Go ahead and Kuss and talk about the logo while I pull this up. You gonna talk, Kuss? No.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was making sure stuff was working. So a lot of our thought process went into, hey, I want an actual head. So instead of it kind of looked like somebody who didn't have a neck at that point. And so we wanted the same logo in essence. And so we got an actual kind of a full body kind of look where it's actually conducive to what a human looks like. But my favorite part is the fact that it looks so much more us. Like the Havoc looks great. And the fiery eyes is in like our competitiveness. And of course, our name is in the logo, and it looks awesome. We definitely didn't lose anything, which I also love. We kind of wanted the same thing, but a little more, like changed, so it's us. So I think it's retained a lot of the properties that it had in the old one and just made it better.
Yeah.
So
I finally got it working. So what you see up here is our link tree, and like I said, we're gonna kind of be spending. We're not doing more than 30 minutes, so we have about 15 more minutes left. We're gonna do about this. We'll talk about a little bit of news as well, but then we're gonna end it because I have a lot of updating, and Kuss wants to get back to his vacation. But everything you'll be seeing updated with this logo. I'll be updating teams as well with their new logos. But as you can see, I already updated the link tree with our new logo. I have to update some of these images. And you see this section for the merch for the VR Jungle jersey. I will show you the old one, and then I'll show you the new one as well. But right now is you can go out to Fourth Wall, our new merch company, and we also have our shirts out there already ready to be printed. Someone that won the Easter giveaway will actually, if they decide to pick this shirt, they will probably be the first person in Havoc history to have this shirt, probably even before I get it as well. So that's pretty cool. It's in multiple different colors, from these colors. Go check that out, and then I will show you the jerseys because I worked pretty hard on those jerseys. So let's go ahead and show you.
Yep.
Let me see if I can't see it really quick. Let me trying to find my products.
Oh, wait, let's see if we can see his history. Nope.
There we go.
Darn.
All right, here it is. Here is the
Nothing
new
promiscuous.
Havoc jersey right here. So it's going to be a really nice.
I don't think it's pulled up. Oh, okay.
It's pulled
No,
up.
it's delayed. That's right. It's delayed. Yeah.
So you can pick whatever flag you want, and then you can obviously put your name, pick whatever number you want, and then there is the new logo on the jersey.
Yeah, the new jersey is fucking awesome. I love the new jersey.
Yeah, is that a zip-up? I don't have a zip-up hoodie. What are you talking about, a zip-up hoodie? I could always do hoodies for you guys as well on here, but I'm pushing all my stuff. My jersey stuff our jersey stuff will just be on Playmakers, and then we're just gonna have a merch store because their clothing is softer. We can actually get cotton instead of polyester and stuff like that. But this is the only company that I have found that makes a really good, solid jersey, so we stick with them, and so that's the new jersey. All right, so other than that, go check out our new stuff. You'll be seeing this logo popping up now everywhere that it has been announced. So we'll switch over to the full thing now to where everyone can see you. And look at that.
Yes, and my burns.
Look how burnt you are.
Oh my god, I look like a burnt chicken nugget.
Yeah, and there's that logo right in front and center so you guys all can see it. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful logo. It won't always be there. So, other than that, so that was the big news that we really wanted our fans to see, our team to see. Our team, this is the first time the team has been seeing it as well. I wanted to tell them yesterday. Kuss told me no. I was pretty excited.
Don't make me look
it.
like the bad guy.
Yeah, Kuss was the bad guy in this. But with the VR news, I did want to talk about two things. Obviously, Breachers is coming out in a couple days, so I'm pretty excited for that. The one thing that I'm kind of weirded out about is that they might have a team deathmatch game mode, which I'm not a fan of, so hopefully that might be a trial run and that might go away. I think I've voiced my opinion in the Discord how I feel about team deathmatch when it's supposed to be a 5v5 tactical shooter like Search and Destroy. I just feel like they're going to ruin what they've created in the alpha stage. And then, I don't know, I know Kuss has been gone on vacation.
I say the opposite, but...
Yeah, well, the reason why I was telling people that it might affect the game is because people that aren't competitive will want to play the team deathmatch.
Yeah.
And that team deathmatch, everyone will want to do that and push away from people playing the actual thing that matters, which is esports, which is going to be the Search and Destroy. And that's just my opinion on wanting to play the game competitively and where people will mostly spend their time will be team deathmatch, and that's what I feel will be. They'll have to find a way to evenly match that out if they're just gonna have to bring it in and out in times, have events for it. I don't think it should stay there constantly. And then I know that you've been big on playing Ghost of the Boar, and I know a lot of people. That's the only game that's really been able to be played unless you have a PC VR and you play like Vertigo 2, which was pretty fun. But Ghost of the Boar did a very interesting thing this week as you were gone on vacation. They gave everyone.
I know.
They gave everyone.
I saw the
10
tweet.
million TK and level 5 trader, and I shit you not, I think it did a lot of harm. I think like anyone new to the game was like, screw this, I'm definitely not playing it, because it was people that knew the game getting
all the toys.
all the toys. And like if
Yeah.
you were an active
But
player, you didn't get that 10 million TK.
I
Like,
had
oh man, it was
four
a
mil.
mess.
I had 4 mil without their 10 mil like influx.
Yeah,
So like I didn't really need it. I did whatever anyway, and I had max traders, so it really didn't matter to me. So like I'm just
dude,
gonna stomp people anyway.
they
Oh,
made that game like unplayable for the weekend. Like I got on there and it was just like I was like, all right, let's get a team, and I just went around murdering people. That's all I did. Like the objective for the
it's the best
game was
part.
out the window. Yeah, but it's not the objective of the game. You
It
know,
is for certain missions. So like to level up your what is it? The main weapons trader. You could do 25 kills with an SMG on the Phoenix, or you can do 25 player kills or 15 player kills and 3 lives. So like, and those are big on XP, and those are my favorite. So what do? I don't need loot anymore. So what do? I go murder people,
yeah,
and that's
yeah,
how I got max traders.
yeah. I can't get max trader because my trader level never went up. It would go up like a hair every time I finished a level, and I would do levels all the time.
Well, it depends. It depends on what missions you do to what XP you get. Hopefully, they flesh out the mission system to where it's like actual missions, and you have to like go place objectives, and et cetera,
I
et cetera.
I don't. So like what they have now, and I hate saying
It's
this.
good.
It's DMZ. It's not
Yeah,
Tarkov. It's like DMZ is what it is.
yeah, and that's okay. And, like, and if they eventually have actual missions, I think it'll further make the replayability of the game a lot higher because you have to actually go visit all the portions of the map. I just hope that they do a map with it instead of Tarkov, because if you don't have a map, I think it'll kill a lot of your player base.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, they don't have a map, and that's okay. But I think they should have a system of where they have a map, even if it doesn't tell you where you are.
Yeah.
But as long as they have a map, I'll be okay with it.
Yeah, and who knows what other updates they're gonna make? They
Oh yeah,
gotta be
Husky. I run Silo all the time.
they
Just
gotta be
Silo is for kills, man.
they gotta be really careful on what they're doing because one hair of a mistake on that game will push the masses away. And and it's like they did this 10 million TK thing on a weekend that there is nothing new out right now. That's why this podcast is gonna be short and we were doing this news because there's really nothing to talk about in VR right now. So the biggest news right now.
We've had a couple update things.
Yeah, we have a couple update things, but the biggest thing in news right now is their own developers doing certain interesting things to their own game, and everyone's patiently waiting for Breachers. If I talk to anybody,
I think Breachers is going to be the next one that everybody's playing that's currently
next
released.
one up.
Besides out of Tabor, but outside of that, there's not a lot of other VR games being played outside of maybe like Pavlov and like a couple others.
Yeah. I couldn't find
Popularly,
anything.
at least.
Yeah, I know. And so it's like all I could do is play Tabor because that was the biggest thing for a streamer to get content right now is to play that game. And I'm just like, man, it is just like the one thing that pisses me off though is that they better fix this by next time. I really hope they do because I got really tired of loading into the game and all my stuff in my body was gone. And I had to respec my stuff and I lost all my good stuff. I lost things that I did not want to lose that I left in my body. And there's been times where this was happening so much that I took all my stuff off, put it on a mannequin, loaded in, and it was missing off the mannequin. I about destroyed my controller.
I can say I lost. So I farmed the boss at one point and got like 6 armor sets from the boss, and like 3 or 4 of them disappeared. Armor sets and the helmet, the mouse helmet.
What boss? What the boss does it have? Level 4 or level 5?
Max level, so level 5.
Level 5. Yeah.
It's the Alton, if you know what an Alton is.
Yeah, and then
he has the bulletproof mouse helmet.
Yeah, and the one thing that I've also noticed with that game is that you could be completely decked out, and someone could still one-shot you.
Yeah, depending on if they get the chinks in your armor, because armor only protects, maybe lower.
Does the armor does it not
armor
have
doesn't
a
matter with
durability?
AP. If AP goes right fucking through it,
But
doesn't
is there
matter.
no
That's why I always run
durability?
AP.
Does it not?
I don't know if there's durability. I never looked, never asked.
Yeah,
We should probably ask. That'd be a good question.
Well,
because they need to. You know what? If it does have a durability, you know what they should have. Not Dead Island. What's the other one? Where it's God, Dead Space, where they have like the back with a like a health bar. There's the health bar.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
they should have. That'd be really cool because like a slight twist into sci-fi and do like the Isaac where he has his
Hmm.
back health.
Yeah, I mean, they need that, and then I would really like for them to have a meter indication on how many bullets. Don't tell me how many bullets there are. Just like have a meter. Just like this is where
Or
you're at.
have a little more expensive, or just have a system where you pull out the mag and if you look at it in a certain way, like if you just look at
Yeah,
direct on,
I
it'll,
agree.
it'll tell you approximately,
Yeah.
kind of like Tarkov does, and that would be fine. Or you could have mags where the side window is open and it's a progress bar
Hmm.
instead of like trying to do
Yeah.
a mag search.
Yeah.
That would be good too.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. There's definitely, they're still in beta. That's the thing. And also, when I did the Sunday podcast for it, it's like I had to tell people, there's gonna be floating shit, and there's gonna be some weird things happening, and we might crash a couple
I think they're
times.
good. I think they're doing fine. I do think they need a couple updates
Yeah.
before they're, a lot more smoother. But as a game right now, they're doing great. And yes, their wipe wasn't maybe the best idea for certain players, but it gives other players the chance to test
It's
out gear
it's
for the
today.
future.
Yeah, their wipe decision, but their actual wipe is tomorrow or today. What is it, Husky? Is
It
it?
was supposed to be last
I
Friday.
know, but I think it's today. I think it's
Is it
tonight.
today?
It's
I
either
don't.
today,
I don't know.
today or tomorrow. I can't remember. But once Breachers hits, like I told my wife, I go, I'm not gonna be probably living for the next 3 days. You might not see me. I'll be doing that. Like I will be, because like you gotta think, and that's one thing I want to talk about. Like Havoc, it's like if you want to like for the games that we talk about, Pavlov, we are looking for a team. We're looking for a team manager in that.
Yeah.
One up crit who is here. He is another factory player for that gaming company, which is Hyperdash. Their
Mhm.
team is very good. We have a Breachers team coming. We already have one that is developed, but we are still looking for great
Yeah.
players in that as well. We have a ticket system that if you want to try out, you could just click the ticket, which game you want, you can try
And to
out.
add any
And
games, we
yeah,
just added
exactly.
stack. We just added
We
stack
just
as a
added
as a
Stack.
game.
That's correct. And if you have another game that you really think that could be an esport and you want to make it underneath Havoc and use our name and the resources that we bring to the table that most people won't, instead of creating your own things, we could do that. We will bring new games into. Someone came to me and said, "Hey, check out Stack." Next thing I know, within 2 days, we had a team.
Yeah.
So that's the cool thing about it. Use that bot. Um, and then also for Ghost of the Boar, that in a different area for a
Yeah,
role,
join our faction.
you can join. Yeah, it's called the Havoc Militia. I guess is the name that they finally came up with. It's but Havoc Military, Havoc Militia, whatever you want to call it. You get a nice little role. You get a private chat, and then you also get a strategy channel as well for when things get more in depth. A few people in here are actually part of that militia. We have Husky and Blixie that are a part of that militia. And we just
I
talk
should
chat,
be as well.
and it's just a place to go that you agree with each other because Havoc has a non-toxic policy,
Yeah, yeah,
and you
yeah.
know that they're not going to just like
Cool.
fake team up with you. You might go to the actual Ghost of the Border thing and team up with somebody, and there's nothing from stopping someone like, all right, yeah, bring your best loot in, and they just murk you and take your shit. Because there is team killing, but that doesn't
Mhm.
happen in
Yeah.
Havoc. So go ahead, use those resources. But other than that, I think we should wrap this up. Like I said, not much for VR news. I think there's a couple things that Apple's doing, and then Meta's doing stuff here and there. But we'll make a bigger, longer podcast next Monday. We'll have probably more news after Breachers comes out, and then we'll try and find a guest maybe. But
Yeah,
um,
definitely.
the reason
Maybe
why,
breachers.
yeah, yeah, I've been
Maybe.
trying. I've been trying. They said I've been waiting for them to release the game, so I will have to reach out to them and see it. Hey, come on the podcast and talk about your game. But I will be doing. I skipped this Sunday's podcast for what am I call those? What do I even call them? Those the Sunday Spotlight podcast. I skipped it
Sunday shit.
because it
Yeah,
was
Sunday spotlight.
Easter. I traveled and I was extremely tired, so when I got home, I fell asleep. But this Sunday, I will be doing Sunday Spotlight on Breacher since it'll finally be out and I can actually show it in the perspective that I want to show it properly. So be looking out for that. And then obviously Monday at our normal time at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. And then go check out our link tree. Join the Discord if you're new. I hope you all like the logo. You can go buy merchandise now, and the jersey will be up soon. I got to make a few more edits to the jersey, and it'll be done. And then I hope you're all proud of the new logo what we came. So I think Kuss and I think this is the best decision that needed to happen.
And it happened a lot sooner than it was expected to be. So hopefully you guys enjoy.
Oh yeah. I wasn't gonna do this soon, and then Kuss is like, "Let's do it." I'm just like, "All right, let's do it." That's exactly how the conversation went.
I love the way the jerseys look. I love the new fucking logo. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Hope you guys are proud of the new logo. Be proud of Havoc. And so continue on the esports. I think that VR esports, the reason why we're making these changes is because we think that it's going to eventually get, it's going to get bigger. And so we need to make these bigger changes. We need to make these changes so when it does get bigger, we're all protected. So hope you all like it. This is our logo right here. That's ours. That's our logo.
I don't know where it is. I'm just going to point to everything.
It's right above you. So anyways, Kuss, be safe in Florida. Enjoy the rest of your vacation. And I'm going to go plaster this logo everywhere until I will see it in my dreams tonight. So.
All right, brother. See you later.
Yep, everyone. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoy. See you all in the next podcast.